Hi, my name is Lindsey Peterson. I'm a senior at Albion College, and I studied abroad in the fall of my junior year in 2009. I lived in Australia for 6 months, and at that time, I immersed myself as much as I could in their culture. Although my time there was extremely significant and changed the way I view things, I think that affected me most profoundly was returning to the United States. I came home a changed person. I was less stressed, less concerned with others' opinions of me, and had adopted this no worries Australian way of life. I also decided not to go to grad school right away because I felt that there was too much of the world that I just hadn't seen yet. However, I was really concerned with the discomfort, displacement, and unease that I was feeling in my own home and in my own home culture. So I spent the last year researching the psychological effects of reverse culture shock, and I learned that reverse culture shock often affects students more profoundly than culture shock, which is kind of surprising because there are little to no reentry programs in place by universities and colleges in the United States today. So in response to this, I developed my own model of reentry training based on previous research and suggestions to be used specifically by a small college environment, as it's hard to get back adjusted into that tight-knit community, and also to bring awareness to the reentry process and alleviate the negative psychological effects of reverse culture shock. So I made up the project into my honors thesis and hope to give it to my college's international education department as a suggested model of reentry training for them to use in the future. I'd like to continue this research in my future career and perhaps one day develop a reentry program that can be used by a host of different schools, so not just tailored specifically to the needs of a small school. And since coming back from Australia, I've really wanted to work in international education just because I want to help students like myself not only have the opportunity to go abroad, but also give them effective ways to deal with their experience when they get home and hope to alleviate a little bit of reverse culture shock that is felt by most students. So if you have any further questions about my reentry model, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for your time.